Hello and welcome. I'm David Sarnoff, and I'm the Director of Strategic Partnerships and an Executive Coach with Loeb Leadership. Today, I have the pleasure of being joined by Sandy Rubinstein, who is this Chief Executive Officer of DX Agency. Hello, Sandy.
Hello, David.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me. Sandy, can you tell us a little bit about DX Agency and your role and what the company does?
Sure. We are a full service marketing and advertising agency, and we provide digital marketing and traditional marketing services to clients around the globe. We have our world headquarters are here in Edgewater, New Jersey. Our international headquarters are in Miami, and we have an office in London and one in Austin, Texas.
Excellent. So this COVID-19 pandemic impacted just about every company, mostly for the negative. Some actually got busier under these circumstances. How has it impacted your company?
The impact has been felt throughout the organization. It's pretty seismic. Most of our clients have either paused work, lessened the workload, or have completely canceled projects and retainers. I'd say probably around 60 to 65% of our business has actually diminished over the last 30 days. So the impact has been felt throughout the organization. What we have been able to do, though, is mitigate some of that with either offering clients the full scope of services at the diminished rates and continuing for 3 months, or offering clients a variety of other things that are pro bono to keep their businesses flowing, and in the hopes that we're investing in their future, and then therefore we'll have a better outcome together.
Sure. So when the order was put out for companies to send their workers home under a stay-at-home order, and it created a lot of instability in the market and has certainly impacted your business. At Loeb Leadership, we recently did a survey, and we found that there were 3 major issues that workers were challenged with under these conditions. And it was this general sense of anxiety, a feeling of loneliness and isolation, and difficulty in communicating with colleagues over a virtual medium. You know, what did you do to address this anxiety and stress among your workers?
Sure. So we actually are pretty lucky because we are a digital first company. So our workers have been working remotely or digitally for as long as they've been with us. So it's a little different. It was more of training our clients and having them feel that we are partners in this path together, and that they are not alone in what they're experiencing. If they've been furloughed or if they've been laid off, we're actually trying to help them as well. But one of the things that we did do for our employees, well, not just one, but one of the first things that we did was we saw this coming. So about a week before the general population was sent home, we sent our employees home. And during that time, I had all of our employees take all of their equipment. So not only is everyone already outfitted with laptops here, but they all have external screens and printers and different things based on their work product. So I actually had everyone take things home. And one of the policemen from town said to me, "It looks like your office is being raided. Everyone's walking out with boxes and screens." I said, no, that's okay. It's good. So the idea was to make them as comfortable at home working remotely as they would be here in the office. And if they didn't have something here or in the interim, if they needed something, we've actually shipped it directly to them.
And did you address the anxiety of what the future holds and where they fit into the plan of the company?
Sure. So one of the things that employees always need to understand is their boss has their back. And when an employee understands that, the anxiety levels are decreased. All of these other things that get piled on become non-issues. So the day that we sent everyone home, I had an entire team meeting through video chat to get everyone used to it from the get-go. And I said to every single employee, I want you to look in my eyes. You have a job. If I have to pay you out of my own bank account, I will pay you. Don't worry about your paycheck. Worry about doing the work we have to do. So that was the first thing. And the second thing I did is I created a remote working handbook, because every single employee also needs to know, what are the expectations of me as an employee? What are my performance indicators? How am I going to be measured during this time, which is so different for my annual review than when I'm in the office? How is my boss going to see what I'm doing? So we have a handbook for remote working, and every employee was given that handbook and had to read it and sign acceptance before they left the building, understanding each department, what were the expectations of me as an employee.
Well, it's pretty powerful the way you addressed your employees, and I'm sure creating that remote working handbook brings clarity and expectations, so there's less ambiguity as to what both sides expect. Have you developed any strategies or practices on how to engage your team and also translate that over to your clients?
Yeah, a few things. One is, again, our clients need to know we're in this with them, and we're all experiencing the same loneliness, the same isolation, the same work-life balance, which now seems completely upside down. Even though you're home, you're not home, and you're working, and your kids, and all of the different things you need to do. So all of our clients know, all of our employees rather, know that whatever work they have to get done, if they have kids, we understand. The kids need help with school, the kids need help with lunch and dinner and showers. So work can happen during the day at each person's ability to handle those different plates they're spinning. For our clients, we've done a variety of different things. So each week we have a different communication going out, and one of the things I wanted to stay away from, because there's already so much of it in the marketplace, is those emails of, oh, in the industry, we're all doing this, or here's the best practices for that. There's enough of that. And I need to have a different type of relationship with my customers. So one week we're sending you out, hey, have you thought of these things for the back half of the year? And then the following, we're sending you out something that's just for fun. So the first communication that went out 2 weeks ago was a DX recipe box. All of the employees put their favorite recipes, because we're all getting bored of making the same food at home. And we sent it out to every single client with blank pages for the clients to add their recipes. So they've started adding recipes. And now we have like 70 something recipes. And I'm trying to get through them and make them all, but I also am not working out, so I don't want to get fat and can't make them all. So this week's communication is actually going to be binge-worthy television. And all the different shows that our team are watching and why they recommend them. And those are sort of parceled out by family friendly, or, when the kids go to sleep. So you can make sure you're watching the appropriate things. But it's that type of relationship that right now is so meaningful, because people do feel very isolated, and they need to know that we are a team, we are partners, and you're part of our family.
Great advice. And as we wind down a little bit, is there advice that you would give to other leaders of companies and managers on how they can best engage their teams and cope with the stress and anxiety that comes with these conditions?
Absolutely. Be honest. Be honest. Be honest. The worst thing an employee can feel is that their boss is lying to them. So tell them the truth. Hey, we're having a hard time. Here are some things we're going to have to do. Hey, we're considering the following things, wanted to get everybody's feedback. The more that your team understands that they're part of your team, the better the relationship is once we come out of something like this. The key, I think, to an employer-employee relationship is open, honest transparency.
Great. I wholeheartedly agree. We advise and counsel a lot of our clients, leaders model the way they model the behavior we expect of others. So sounds like you're doing it right. Again, Sandy, thank you. Thank you so much for your time. Stay safe, be well, and all the best.
You too. Thank you.